Hello, I hope everyone has been practicing the chun, doing the side switch as often as possible, and then doing both the arm bar and the wrist twist from either side. And as you've seen, the techniques themselves are pretty easy, but in a real fight, he's not just going to give me the technique. As we've discussed, the three things I need to affect: vision, breathing, balance. If I can affect any of those, I disrupt his focus. Now I have a much better chance of doing the technique. But if I don't affect his focus, he's going to resist. And I have to recognize when his resistance is too much for me to overcome and I need to go on to something else. And you see that a lot if you watch MMA in particular. Someone falls in love with a particular technique and thinks that they have to get that technique in that situation. We refer to it as putting the blinders on. All they see is that one technique. But you have to stay calm enough to listen to what your partner is telling you. If they're resisting a technique, I don't want to try to muscle that technique. If it's a big dude, that isn't going to work. But his resistance will tell me where to go. So today we're going to play with that with a third technique from chun. So as always, we start left foot forward, punching with the right, going back and forth. And the first technique we learned was the armbar. The second technique we learned was the wrist twist. But as I mentioned, if I don't affect his vision, breathing, balance, if I don't disrupt his focus and he feels this coming, he's not just going to give it to me. And a very easy way for him to get out of the wrist twist, he straightens his arm. Now the wrist twist is gone. If I sit here and try to force the wrist twist, what's he going to do with that other hand? Bam! Once the wrist twist is gone, I have to recognize that and move on to something else. But by straightening his arm and defeating the wrist twist, he told me what to do. What has he exposed? His elbow. I'm going to take my right hand to put it under the elbow to stabilize the elbow. Then I'm going to do my inward snake or negative circle. And as I go around his arm, it turns his elbow up. I go in the opposite direction. This is another arm bar. This is referred to as the cradle because I'm cradling his arm. So again, he throws the punch. Left, right, left. I'm going for the wrist twist, but I didn't affect his focus. He feels it coming. He straightens his arm. Wrist twist is gone. I have to move on to something else. Stabilize the elbow. Inward snake or negative circle as I step away from that other arm, outside his shoulder, turns his elbow up. Now I go down against the elbow. Now it's his turn. I throw the punch. He's going left, right, left. He's going for the wrist twist, but I feel it coming. I straighten the arm. He stabilizes the elbow. He goes inward snake, turns my elbow upward, puts both hands on top. Now he just wants to be heavy, and he goes against the arm. So all of your principles are in effect. Be heavy, body versus limb, and no daylight. I step to his arm. And again, everyone does this technique, but how you do it becomes important. the soft styles. I don't try to move him, I move me. You'll see the exact same technique, hard style, and I'm trying to move him. So now it's just going to come down to who's bigger, stronger, faster. Don't take that chance. Move you. Practice that technique. Let me know how it goes. Good luck.